Hi everyone, it is the newly renamed Pepper Stitcher. I hope this one works. I thought I was recording on my phone and it didn't work, so let's try my small tablet. Sorry if you can hear that, the air conditioning keeps going off and on, or heater. I don't know what it is. I think it's air conditioner. Anyway, I know some of you know I went on a little trip, I guess, to Reno, my hometown. I work from there, so I had to drop some yarn off and then pick some up, and also got some dental work done. I trust that dentist there, so yeah. I did go to Auburn Needlework, or Needle Shop, I think it's Needlework, on the way there in California. And while I was in Reno, I stopped at a Stitch in Time, which is the local needle shop, and then in one night I went there, and then Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, and they have a Hancock Fabrics as well. So I will show you some of my stash and go from there. I guess we can start in Auburn and then work our way in. So first place I said I went was Auburn Needlework. It's pretty much halfway between where I live and Reno, so it was nice to stop there and just check it out. I got some thread, some thread. They kind of had everything that my local needle shop had, but I wasn't sure if they had this particular thread, so I went ahead and bought some. I'd heard a lot about Threadworks, so I had to buy some. These colors are just so pretty. They're a little brighter in person. Oh well. But the turquoise one is, oops, there's my hair, is 1058, and then the bluer one is 11382. Honestly, to me, I usually think turquoise has more, I guess more blue, like darker, but I just remember this was turquoise something because it was pretty green. And the blue, I think, was just like blue variegated. I don't know, don't quote me on it. But it doesn't say if it's color fast or not. Let me know if you've had any experience with it. I think it's kind of interesting that the ends are already cut. I assume that's just the length that you should be using anyway. I think I end up using a little more than I should if it's cotton, so that was cool. And yeah, I was looking at some of their wrist supports, I guess. My wrists have been hurting from work and from just stitching, because I stitch holding the hoop, because I literally have like the piece like right here. I hold it sometimes, so yeah, I need it close. But my hand been hurting, and I saw some wrist supports, but they were like $16, so I was like, I'm pretty sure I could get those somewhere in Reno with a coupon. And I did, and you can see those in a second. The next place I can show you is my local needle shop, Stitch in Time. I went there because, where did it go? Oh, it's in here. I knew I needed some black even weave for my, oopsies, my Neverland Clan piece. And so I walked in there, said I need this. She cut it from the bolt. I had it. There it is. Plain, boring, 28 count. But I definitely need to serge it, because it's fraying really bad. But they did give me 2 needles, so I thought it was cool. I don't have any local needle shops in my area, but I have a quilting shop, and I asked if maybe they could serge it. So the lady seemed really annoyed, but maybe, or I don't know. I just do not want to use Stitch Witch, or is that something? Fray check, because it's itchy. It scratches me. So yes, at Stitch in Time I got the fabric, And then I got these little guys. The little birds are for the Frosty Forest from Country Cottage Needlework. They have some birds and they're actually about twice this size, but I thought smaller ones would be good because I think they just sit on like a fence or something and they looked really big size-wise. And then, I don't know if you can see the detail, but that's a snowflake. And of course 2 little snowmen. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're just cute. So I had to get them. That, I believe, that's all I got from A Stitch in Time. And then I went to Hobby Lobby and got, which I was really surprised I had, but you can hear them already. Some Mill Hill beads, petite glass Mill Hill beads. Figured white was good for like snow or snowflakes or pretty much that. And then black could be used for eyes or just other random little accents. So, couldn't help it. I don't know how much they usually cost, but figured it wasn't too bad, $1.50. And there's like 100, 200, I don't know, in there. And there's that. And then I also got I think that was it for Hobby Lobby. I think I got, I'm not going to shut that because it's really loud. I think, sorry, next box. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby, but I'm not sure. Just some regular needles for beading, size 10, 12, tapestry, or not tapestry. It's a point, they're not tapestry, so they're sharp. So let's hope these don't draw blood because I'm accident prone. Thank you, Mom. Got those. And then I went to Michael's and got some DMC variegated thread. I prefer other brands like, I won't name drop here, but the hand-dyed ones. But I saw these, and I think they're usually like $1.39, and they were basically half price. I want to say they were 79, but maybe they were 89 cents. I don't know. But I got some. The ones that were not on sale, though, were these 3. But they were just so pretty. I had to get them. But these, yeah, were all on sale. I figure the light white gray ones and stuff I can use for snow or some sort of cold weather, something, I don't know. And then the pink ones I can use for like Valentine's, cards, something. Couldn't pass them up. They were on sale. But I know I've sent pictures to Tracy while I was out there. She liked the teal one. Wow. This was the one you liked, 40-30. Why is it not focusing? And then I thought you might like 40-40 because that was a dark blue, and then 40-20 was just pretty. So there you go. Got those at Michael's. And then I also, I don't remember if it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but you saw a peek of them right there. They're ambidextrous gloves, and I don't know, my wrist, especially that day, had been hurting, so it was kind of a good thing so I could test it out. But they're kind of goofy because there's only 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can use it on either hand, which is a good thing, which is kind of weird. But it's like I need the, it's good and tight right here, but it's like this could be a little bit longer, and then it'd be perfect. I've used them winding for work, but I haven't used them for stitching yet. I keep forgetting, but I will say I can tell they're going to be better because they're not cotton, so they're not going to attract my cat's hair like the black ones did. So yeah, super happy about those. After coupon, I think they were $9, so definitely better than the $16 they were going to be before at the local needle shop. But and then one of my bigger, or better rather, purchases was this lovely guy. It's huge, right? Yeah. It was $20 at Joann's, but it was on sale for $10. They were just doing a half price thing. It does come with, oh, there's your thing you sent me, Tracy, the silk. But it does come with like dividers, so you can kind of see them there. So you can put them however you want to. I'm still not sure if I like this. I don't know if you can tell. You can kind of tell there, but they're really squished. Like they just fit. And the paper ones bend. So I've got some like this, but then this way there's too much space. So we'll see. One of the reasons I went to all the different stores is because I was trying to find all of the cotton brands. I did have to find Cosmo at the quilting shop near me, but I have DMC 310 and, turn you around, I have all of them in my hot little hand. What am I going to do with them, do you ask? Why is that not zooming or clarity, whatever? I am going to stitch them 1/1 and 2/2 and compare them all. Because I know I am not the only curious one as to what is what, and yeah, I think that's funny. Compare this color to DMC 310. It's a Sullivan, it says that. But they're not associated with them. DMC is a registered trademark of the DMC Corp. Way to cover your butt, Sullivan. But I don't know. I can just tell from looking at them that Sullivan is not as glossy. Cosmo does seem, if any, a little bit smoother, but DMC and Anchor look kind of interchangeable. I have heard though that that Anchor has better coverage for black, which is why I picked black. And I mean, black is black, so they're not going to be off colored. So I'll do that, and then might be my next video. Might do a video with just that. Who knows? But anyway, I really like this case. Like, whoa. The snaps don't hurt, because my other one, the snaps hurt to open and close. Let's see. And I don't remember if I was Michael's or Hobby Lobby or where I was, but I just got one of these guys. I want to say it was Hobby Lobby because I think it was their brand. But I'm usually against these because they're usually the ones that like pop out, but these actually have the little lip. And that's what my Morgan hoop, I believe, has. So it actually grips the fabric and it doesn't pop out like another brand. Don't remember which one. Excuse me. But I know these would be good for bookmarks or just small pieces that a regular square frame or even 7-inch hoop, which is the size hoop I have, wouldn't work for. So I had to get that for my stash. And then literally right across the street from my dentist is a quilting shop. And I want to say it's called Windy Moon, or it's going to bug me what it's called. But hold on. I gotta get my card. I don't remember what it's called. And that's gonna bug me. Stay put. Handy dandy wallet. It was in here the whole time. But, yes, so there's a quilting shop right across the street, and Windy Moon Quilt Sewing Center. They're cool though. One thing that's really cool is every time you go, you purchase an item. They have 2 stores, so each one has their own color. But every time you go, you get a card. And they never go, or they never expire. And on the card are cards. And they have, I think every month, they have a hand where they draw 5 random cards, and if you have those, you get a $50 gift certificate to their store. They don't really have a lot of stitchy stuff. They do have like embroidery, needle or scissors, and thread heaven, and needle pullers, and just little things like that, but a lot of it is just quilting stuff. It's a quilt shop. I wouldn't expect any more from them. But I did find these little remnant pieces. That's full of hair. For finishing, whether it be ornaments or what, but this is a bright pink. Kind of looks brick red on there. And then this is a cool mottled dark blue. Looks like black on there. But I think I paid $1.50 for them both. Can't beat that. And then sorry, playing with the cards. Put them away. One other thing that I did buy when I was out is some waste canvas. This is the actual waste canvas. I'm not sure if I'm going to go buy the soluble kind. I know I've asked a couple people and on the pages, but I don't know which to use. I'm going to be doing back stitching letters, so I don't know which would be best. What am I going to use it for, do you ask? I know one of you did. My husband is an avid, hold on, I need to drink something. He's a cat lover. I grew up with a cat, but I love dogs and he loves cats. So I love cats now. Anyway, I got him this hat in Reno when I was there during his deployment at the Nevada Humane Society. They have a thing every year where you can adopt a duck, and it's like the duck races. We have the Truckee River, and you adopt a duck for however much, 5, 10, 15, I don't remember how much it is. And each duck on the bottom, it's literally a rubber duck, has a number, and you get a corresponding number when you pay, just whatever that number is randomly. Anyway, they let them all out, and then the first one to win or cross the finish line or get to a certain point in the river wins a car, and then whatever else. But they had these for sale, and I just thought it was funny because we have a little black cat right now, Layla. I swear, me taking that sip made my throat more tickled. I'm sorry. And of course it's empty. So yeah, I had to buy him this, and it turns out he wears it all the time. I mean, you can see, it's dirty. But what I'm going to do with the waste canvas is use my little pattern. I don't remember who I got that from. And grid paper, 10 by 10. I got this at Hobby Lobby, $7.99. I was living with my siblings, and they were going through a graph paper phase. I didn't want them using it. Anywho, so for his hat, I'm going to be stitching the names of our cats. All of them. That either we have, or that we have had and they passed on, or whatnot. I'm going to be stitching those on the side right here, and then right there, and then eventually I'll move around. I need to get a hat like this for dogs, for me. But, yeah. The reason why it kind of brought it up is, there's one of the sites I'm I follow on Facebook. They help a lot of animals. I think it's overseas in, I don't know, Turkey. I don't remember. Somewhere over there. And one of the animals that they rescued was this little cat named Mary. She and her mom had been run over and left there to die, and she'd become paralyzed and malnourished, and somebody rescued her. Sadly, her mom had passed, but I donated through PayPal for her care. It just really got to my heart. You know, what if that was my dog or my cat? What would I do? Would I want someone to help? And so I did donate. And then a couple days later, I found out that she had passed. And as soon as I read it, I was sitting next to my husband on the couch, and I just like froze. I started crying, and he's like, "Is that the cat we donated to?" And I told him yes. And he's like, "Well, why don't we put her name on that? Why don't you stitch her name on my hat?" And that's what brought up the whole idea, and I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. And then, sorry, this is kind of taking a sad turn and kind of random, but this is who I am. A couple days ago, my husband came home with a bag in one of my backpacks, and he's like, "Here, hold this." I just woke up, and I'm like, "What? What are you giving me?" And he's like, "Here, hold this." And he takes me into the bathroom, shuts the door, and it's a bag and it's moving. Well, last time he told me to do that, there was a live snake in it. So I was really hesitant, like, I don't want to touch it. Anyway, he opens the zipper, and there's this head that pops out, and this little adorable little cat. I don't even know how old she was. Well, we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. That's one of the animals. It's kind of hard to tell. But her belly felt funny, and she ate good, but we ate good, drank a little bit, but we had to keep her separate because we have 2 cats, and we didn't know if she was healthy or if she had any diseases that could pass on. So we kept her in the bathroom, and the next day I took her to the vet, or we took her to the vet, and got her tested, and it turns out she had she was positive for feline leukemia. And I know some people say, well, just, you can take care of her and nurse her and whatnot. Well, turns out it wouldn't just be her. It was a her. Daisy is her name, and she was actually pregnant. What I felt in her belly was at least 4 little kittens. And, Jonathan, my husband, had lost his first cat to feline leukemia, and we put him down after he got bit outside. And I mean, he was just a normal inside cat, but he loved to sit outside on the patio and on his car just soaking up the sun, and a cat came and bit him. So we made the decision before we even got the blood test done that if she was positive, we would let her sleep. And so we did, and it was really hard, especially knowing she was pregnant. But sorry, I heard a weird sound outside, and it's like midnight here. But we figured, I mean, she was a stray, so we were saving someone else's little cat from getting bit, or passing on to the kittens so that they would get bit too, or could bite others. So that's what it says. Daisy, but it also has the little X's next to it is for her little babies. That's what the waste canvas is for. Anywho, sorry for that. Some of my other things that I've gotten is, I might have to go get a drink of water, something. Before I left for Reno, I got some, I'm going to see if I can do this without showing my WIP. Some Q-Snap covers from Little Something One. I'm just going to call her that. Angie, yes, they are the same person. And there's another one over there on my little 4x4 or 6x6. Anyway, so she stitched those for me. I was her floss fairy and sent her some floss, and she has a sewing machine. Was like, let me do something for you. Just let me thank you. And so she sent them, and I'm very grateful because I have stains on one of my patterns or my WIPs, and I'm not too happy about that. And then she sent a magnet and a card, 2 cards. Where's one, a postcard of where she lives in Australia. So that was cool. It's always cool to get mail from another country. You're like, I'm awesome. Anyway, some other mail that I did get recently. Well, actually, let me do this before I forget. Mail that I got, like, literally the day I was leaving for Reno was some of the Fiberlicious threads. And I've already wound them because they're just so stinking beautiful. And let me see if I can get, like, one of each. Perhaps. Nope. Let's do, like, 3 at a time. Anyway, I did find these or cardboard bobbins. I think these are the ones that Garrett uses, but I like them because I can write the whole name on there. But this is Mermaid of Atlantis. This is probably my favorite. Really bright, vibrant colors. And then, Botanic Garden. Bajan, whatever. I did think this one was going to be a little more green than this brighter color, like more Kelly green, like Christmas green, whatever, than that, but I still really like it. Then I got Raunchy Rainbow. I saw that and I just thought I could use it for something cool. No project in mind. Sea Dragon. I think this is the one that Teresa has, or Angie has. Somebody has. That I really like this one worked up. And then Sea Moss is another one that I thought was beautiful. I like blues and greens. Can you tell? So yes, those are the other ones that I got. These are not going to be in alphabetical order, and that's going to make me a little OCD. Well, that's okay. So yes, I wound those up. Those are not easy to do on a bobbin since the hole's like here instead of in the middle. But it worked. And they're really pretty. Like, the colors are really bold. I'm actually really surprised with them being hand-dyed fabrics, or threads. Why do I keep saying fabrics? With them being hand-dyed threads, they are very bold, like vibrant colors. I'm not going to compare one to another, but let me see if I can do this. Go. No. I don't really have a DMC in here to compare because my DMC is in my other box. But yeah, they're just very bright colors. Here, let me show this. This is one that's supposed to be dark blue and bright red from another floss dyer that I will not name, but if you know me, you probably know who they are. I do not buy from them anymore. But yes, it's not very bright at all. But then you get over here and you're like, wow, that's what dark blue's supposed to look like. Huh. Anyway. Yes, bright, true, vivid, well-blended colors. We'll be buying from you again, Miss Fiberlicious. Alright. What else? Okay, so through the mail. What else did I get in the mail? I got from Tracy, my lovely Tracy. She sent me, she was just giving, we're gonna give these away, and bless her heart, she's always like, hey, do you want these? Do you want these? Because she's got like 20 times the stash that I do, and I always bug her about it. She sends me pictures. She's like, these are mine for next year. And then I said, those are mine for the year after that, right? But, I don't know. She's a good friend, and I'm very grateful to have you, Tracy. Anywho, she sent me Hooray for the USA My husband's in the Air Force, so there's that. I think there's a little flag on there, but I'll probably throw something else on there. Who knows? And then Windsor's little ornament. It's a Janlin pattern. I don't know why I'm covering the barcode. It's not like you can scan it. And then this one, Flora McSample. I wanted to say sampler, but it's not. But it has mint green cashel linen. So I think she may have had some fun giving this to me because she knows I'm afraid of linen. I know it's like even weave, but it pulls, and I'm a tight stitcher and crocheter, so yeah, that'll be fun. I think I'm going to make this one for my mother-in-law because she is a gardener, and it says, busy hands make happy hearts. Sorry, hold it for a little longer. And then she also sent me as a Christmas gift. It was wrapped in tissue. It was cute. I had seen pictures of this being, advertised, and I told her as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have this. The beautiful snow sampler. Sorry, I love how people say that. Snow sampler. But it was advertised with some silver, raw silver linen, and it made this gorgeous like snowy color, or like shimmery snowiness. So that was cool. And then I also get to try some of the simple shaker sampler threads in baby spinach. So that's a first for that brand. We'll see how that one goes. I'm excited about that. Made in New Albany, Ohio. That was random. I don't know why I said that. 'Cause I can. And then, I know, I'm supposed to be on a stash diet. These I actually did pay for though. Those were gifted. I didn't pay for them. I swapped for them. I don't know if that counts, because the lady who gave me these said she was looking for fabric, basically, to stitch them on, and exchange for the patterns, or to pay for them. So I was like, hey, I've got extra fabric. Not technically buying them. Gotta love technicalities. Anyway, what is it, you ask? The Santa's Village. I got the North Pole Post Office. That one's really cute. The detail. It's like, hey, there's little, I don't know if you can see, but those are mail or envelopes like hanging to go in and go out. And then the poinsettia. I don't like the either. Poinsettia place with a ginormous bird as a button on the top. Probably nix that. Sorry, there. Poinsettia place. And then, last but not least, reindeer stable. What is that button? Oh, it's a bell. There's a bell. Right there. But, adorable reindeer. So, I got 3 of those. I think there's 9. I have somewhere too. I don't know where they went. I think I may have already shown them. I got 2 of the Frosty Forests, the 2 houses on the sides. I did get those. But I did technically purchase those before the new year, but I just got them. Because I have to, it's from Teresa Dorn. She doesn't take PayPal, so you have to send her a check or money order or whatever. And then, you can't see what it is. This one. Haha. I got a pattern for Tracy. What is it? You'll have to wait and see. So yes, that is all my patterns that I got recently. Oh, wait. Got this one from another Teresa. The frog. I'm going to use the DMC variegated thread for that one. I think so, because it's just greens. And it's an easy pattern. So, she gifted me this one. She had done it and was like, hey, you want to sell that to me? Because I'll totally buy it off you. She's like, no, let me send it to you. So she did. And then, what would Pepper Stitcher's floss tube video be without some Chromatic Alchemy fabric? I got some, prepare for some noise. Sorry. I can open it. This is Keone? I don't know. It's on 28 Jaslyn. It is a very mottled, or why did I say mottled? Muted, like slate blue. How many nose itches? That's actually showing up pretty good on there. I'm going to do the snow sampler on this guy. I'm going to try it on here. The whites, if they don't show up very well, I might try something different, but it's a very versatile fabric. I love it. And then I got another Demeter. I think this is, I got Lagana before, and this is just Jaslyn. The wheatfieldy yellow color. More noise. Hold on. This one is one she already had done, and I don't know if it was just a test to see the color, but it is a camo brown plus grain solo. What a name. It's a 32 count Murano, which is my go-to fabric, but this is not as turquoisey as it is on there. It's like, maybe it is a little, I don't know, but it's green and brown, and if I can figure out who owns the rights to mash, I will have a friend do the pattern. I don't own the equipment, and I will stitch mash on there for my husband, because we love mash, just like I love Friends. There's that. And then the last one, sorry, didn't prepare you for the noise, is another one on Murano, is Morganella. Sorry. Here's the little paper. Very helpful, these little guys. That's pretty true to color. It's kind of purpley though. I like it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's a small count. And 9 by 12 is a pretty good size. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with my nose? So there's that. Oh, my video is coming to an end. Kind of. My last section. My WIPs. Yes, Tracy. Tracy was messaging me on her way on a long drive, and she's like, hey, what about this WIP? Where are you on this WIP? Where are you on this WIP? Tracy, I want to know how many WIPs you have right now. Ha! I'm just kidding. So, the January WIP was, or stitch along, was the black work. And as you heard, I was going to do the black work bow. And if you've been watching me on Instagram, you've seen my progress as I go. I'm almost done. And there. I really like this. It's the first time I used the Petite Treasure braid. That's what the outlining is. Well, I don't know if you can hear outlining. But I did have to redo a part. Let me see if I can back. Yeah. That green part right there I did myself. It had... The pattern that was right here was the exact same as the pattern that was there. Yeah. And it was very similar to this pattern, so like was right next to it. So I redid it. I don't know. See if I can put fabric behind it and you can see it. There are little arrows. I hope you can see it. Anywho, so yes, first time using the gold metallics. I said it was my first time using Petite Treasure braid. That's a lie, because I used it in the Ornamental Joy, but this is the first time using a lot of it. Love it. Stitching on black is good, and not too hard for those who are going to ask. Just make sure you have white piece of paper or your pattern below or something, or wear white pajamas like I'm wearing with little presents right now. Just so you can see the holes through. Like, you can see the holes through here because it's lighter, but not where my face is because it's darker. So yeah, it's easy. And then the contrast, of course, is just gorgeous. So there's that WIP. I'm almost done. Probably a day. Whenever I actually sit down, I will get it finished. That's all it'll take. For me, that's good. I don't stitch very fast. But then, my new year, new finish. This is my WIP for it. I'm not done. I think I got some more stitching done along the bottom here, and then some of this. Sorry, since I put it up. Here's the whole thing for those who want to see. Is it showing? Yes. It's rose cuttings by, it's a kit by Dimensions, I believe. I know I've seen it at Hobby Lobby a lot. I really like it, but as you can see, I have some stains at the bottom. And that's why those Q-Snap frame cover, grime guards, whatever they're called, are going to be really useful. Little something one. And then my other WIP is the Storytime sampler. I've got, in order to make it a tighter grip, I've got little napkins underneath my Q-Snap sides, whatever. And then I'm actually stitching this one in the well. I don't know why, I just decided to. But that's all I've got so far. I'm really glad I didn't decide to grid the whole thing. Tracy, thank you for stopping me. But I like the fabric. It's the 32 count Ugana. Yes. The Storm that is from Picture This Plus. And then all I really have stitched is whatever the blue teal color is from Weeks Dye Works. I really like it. You can definitely see the variegation in it. But I'm going to go, except for using DMC instead of Cosmo, I'm doing it exactly whatever it's called for. That's what I'm using. And I think that's it. So, I wasn't sure if I was going to add anything to it, but if you want to, we can call it a tag, stitching tag. I don't really call it a stitching tag, but I'm really curious as to what is something that you do not leave the house without. Not your keys or your sunglasses or your phone or your wallet, because that's kind of obvious, but something else. And for me, it's chapstick. Should I cover that? Because it might be advertising. It's not. But I do, like, if I don't have any on me, I will go and buy some, no matter how many I have at home. I always have to have chapstick, or I will go insane. So that's pretty much it. If you want to do the tag in your video, I will actually, I'm gonna tag some people. We'll see if this goes anywhere. I'm gonna tag Coffee Stitcher for Garrett, and then Little Somethings 1. And I think I'll just do those two for now. And we'll see if you watch and see if you respond. So for all of you out there, have fun stitching, and I will see you later. I thought it stopped. Let's try this again. See you later.